Alrighty, here we go. We are gonna go ahead and get started pretty quickly. We are feeling pretty lazy today. Definitely feeling it. I need to figure out in the video it looked very uneven. I'm actually surprised that I even hit the 365 because it looked so weird, like from a setup perspective. But we did it. So last session we hit 365. I think it's kind of hard to tell if I actually touched like my chest or if I started to come up like just right before. It is what it is. Not all PRs are gonna be perfect or under great standard. But I also think that like the setup was very, very bad. Not really sure what happened there, so I'm gonna try to clean that up. I think it was a little bit of just a weird set. So we'll update the log here in a second, but we know we're gonna hit 205 for our first warm-up regardless, so go ahead and do that. So let me go ahead, pull up the YouTube live as well. I can keep an eye on things a bit better. Like when I unrack it, it seems to be the issue because like as I'm pressing, I kind of even it out, right? Okay, let's see. Update the log now. I think it's probably like around 330-ish, just a nice tempo single. That's kind of how we wrap up things for this block. $365. And then I think we did $315 and $285. Thursday, yada yada. So $326. What did we do last week? Wait, we did $337 last week? Okay, well I guess that means we're doing like $337, $342-ish. We'll see. Big bencher. Not yet. Still pretty like mid in terms of my bench press ability. But we are getting there, 5 pounds at a time. Still getting carried by deadlift. for sure. But that was good. Nice 5-pound PR. Means we've been making some progress. Like I said, the past couple days, there's a little bit of a rough sleep too, so not great circumstances, but we still pulled it out. And of course, we've been managing a little bit of some elbow discomfort too. Yeah, still trying to figure out a little bit of what's going on. You know, form-wise. Not the best setup, I feel like, for that PR. Really, really surprised we still got it. We'll make sure that it's a priority. Definitely. Alright, so now we're up 245. It actually did not update the log. I looked it up. I never changed it. Okay, so 337 to 342, and then it'll be like, I don't know, by now it's gonna be at 3 sets of backoffs. Let's see here. Yeah, 3 sets of 8, and it's probably gonna be 215. Yep. 215, that's feet up. That's what we got. Yeah, we're definitely feeling rough though. Tired, kind of lazy. Of course, I would say that that's probably not just from bench, right? I mean, maybe it's a little bit of a contributor, but the couple of days of sleep up to me. All of the work this week. But hopefully we can rest up for sure tonight so we can feel real good for deadlifts tomorrow. And we're going to try to hit a PR on deadlifts as well. I guess part of like me being uneven could have just been like me sort of compensating and moving a little bit differently, since like the elbow discomfort, you know, of course, we're gonna move a little bit differently in pain. Try to, you know, protect an area. So it might not really be something that's really worth trying to address too hard. This looks like it's not in all the way. There we go. So, yeah, we'll go ahead. Warm up nice and slow today. Invidu, welcome into the channel. Thank you for the follow and thank you for the sub. Really appreciate that. Welcome in for like all things fitness, specifically powerlifting, rehab, pain, injury related, you know, sort of the combination of those topics. The occasional gaming stream too. Trying to get more people in for those, you know, that want to watch those, but we'll get there. Of course, if you ever have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Don't be shy. I am going to try to help out with a little bit of that glare. Little stick. And then just, you know, a little bit of background, you know, I'm a chiropractor, also power lifter. I would say pretty critical of my own profession as well as other healthcare professions. I think there's a lot of misinformation out there. So part of the reason for starting this platform was, you know, it's a platform that you can actually get nuanced and consider context, whereas a lot of platforms out there are like taking one extreme stance or the other because it sounds good and it's clickbaity, but definitely not always maybe like the most correct stance. So that's why I like Twitch. I can really dive deep into things. A lot of misinformation out there, so instead of complaining about it, we're just trying to be a part of making a difference. And you know, I'm down here working out a few days a week anyway, so I figured it was about time that I might as well start doing it. Might as well start streaming. See how it was. Have some fun with it, which it has been fun. All right, 287 up next. Like I said, we're working up all the way up to 337, I guess, which isn't exactly what I feel like doing after that bench PR on Thursday, but it is what it is. Should still be, you know, pretty smooth today. Just want to make sure. I do know that, you know, the elbows maybe feeling a little bit more irritable after that big bench day. And then we also worked on trying to get back to some low bar squats, which if you haven't done in a while, it's, you know, it's going to put a little bit more additional stress on the wrist and the elbow. Maybe I make this a little smaller. I've been kind of thinking about doing that. Alright, 287. Everything's going okay over here, I think, right? Music's still going, yep. Seven, Dunzo, Dusted. Let's see. We'll go ahead and swap to the yellow because we'll end up having to. That'll give us 310. That'll probably be the last warm up before we hit. Yeah, probably 337. We'll just maybe match last week's, most likely. Unless this feels, you know, absolutely just so easy. Coming up. I think after the bench, we'll do a little bit of back because we haven't got that in yet this week. Well, here at least. We'll do some back accessory work. and just kind of take it as we go. I think we're pretty happy about the bench PR, and we just need to refocus. I'm kind of just trying to slow down a little bit, make sure everything's, form-wise, everything looks good. Nice, good tempos, nice pauses. Gives me a little bit of an opportunity for, some things to recover. Like I said, it's been like some elbow discomfort as of recent. Never know. I would say generally, if you're working pretty hard, it's not a crazy thing that you're having a little bit of some discomfort here and there. I think the more experience you get, the more you're good about like knowing when to push the pedal and when to let off, and how to work around said aches and pains, discomfort. All right, 310. About to cook up here. Let's see, what did that look like? See, that looks actually much more even. As opposed to PR from Thursday. Okay, so now that just means we need to load up a little bit more. That's 332, and then 7. I think that's good. I think we're just gonna try to make this one nice and smooth. So 337. I'll actually update that on the log. So we're about to hit the top set here. Nice and amped up here the best we can. It's slow today. Slow, slow. In the head with it. Alright. Get a little bit of chalk. And the block off strong here. Come on, baby. Oh man. I guess it wasn't terrible. Wasn't terrible. It was doable, you know. I wonder if that looked nice and even for the most part here. Definitely felt pretty routine, of course, though. What do we have? Yeah, see, that one was actually like, that was pretty even. Maybe that set from Thursday was sort of an outlier. Certainly, certainly a pretty high possibility. So, that is today's top set. Fold. Now we just have some back off, feet up, bench press. Today is like the least intensity, you know, bench workout. I've actually considered, I've considered adding in a fourth bench day, you know, in a week's time, right? So we're trying to increase our frequency of bench. Which would mean we have, you know, more opportunity, more possibility for some workout streams. We want to get the elbow kind of taken care of first, though, for sure. Yeah, a lot of people have some pretty good success with increasing bench frequency. You know, there's some people that do it 4 to 5 times a week, and generally they're like, you know, pretty good bench pressers. So. So of course I was getting coached for a very, very long time, and then it sort of became like a financial thing that I couldn't keep up with like obviously starting my own business, some expenses that of course piles up, and that was a little bit more of a luxury thing that I had to get rid of for the time being. But those bench blocks, I kept running into me having a little bit of like some pec discomfort when it came time to get heavy. So I played around a little bit, you know, on my own, because I have been rerunning some of those blocks or mix and matching. And I actually dropped off a set of Tuesday and Thursday bench sessions, and then added one on to Saturdays, because there was basically what we just did, that sort of like mid-intensity top set for like a controlled, supposed to be tempo single, and then 3 sets of 8. Before it was 2 sets of 8. So we stripped off 2 sets from like the heavier, more, you know, higher intensity bench days, and then added one on to today. So I think if I actually added in like another bench session where I was only getting around like, I don't know, 2 to 3 working sets, it might be fine, you know, like I recover fine still. So we'll see. Definitely something I've been kind of thinking about. Just don't know how I would structure it. What that would look like for me. It would probably be for like a variation day. So like a feet up bench press, or like a close grip. Really just doing what we can, like tempo, to like try to decrease the absolute load, but keep, you know, relative intensity there still. I need 215. Yeah. Means we need. The big thing is I just need to get better about getting some accessory work in with all of these like at-home workout streams, where we don't have like, I guess, quite as much options, right? Alright, 3 sets of 8. too bad. Kind of nice. It's already starting to like heat up already in February, at least for Missouri, where it's still generally pretty cold out. Man, I wish there was a. I don't think I can do it with the one I have. Yeah, my zoom is at 100. I can't go any further out. Sometimes it feels super close. There's not a ton I can do. But of course, nobody's complained about it. And as always, I always say, if you have any suggestions, let me know. Oh man. What are we gonna do the rest of the day? Chat? Anybody got anything fun going on today? Alright, looking good. Yo, Clovis. Yes, we finally got the haircut. Shocking the world. Man, look at them emotes. I think that's one of the things I need to work on next. Get some emotes going in here. Just a small indie streamer, so it's tough out here. Yeah, you know, we hit our PR on Thursday. That was exciting. 365 finally. Feeling quite lazy today after that. Kind of just a long week in general, so long week. Wasn't feeling it that day. We still clutched it up, but just feeling lazy and tired this Saturday. Yes, sir. Now I guess it just rode to 385. Yeah, we were kind of actually just talking about maybe adding in a fourth bench day of the week, like increasing bench frequency, to maybe see if we can really get something out of that. A lot of the good benchers, you know, they really do. They're benching like 4 to 5 times a week. So, maybe not a bad idea. But we probably will take at least a block, like the next block, to really try to get feeling super healthy, super good. I don't want to like go into adding in a whole new bench day with like my elbow that's been, you know, kind of causing me a little bit of grief. Just kind of setting myself up for, you know, failure maybe. Bench work is done. But yeah, I do want to play around with it. I think, you know, once we can get to feeling good, add in a fourth bench day, we might reap some very easy rewards from it. And it's, you know, it's another opportunity to maybe get a couple of workouts from you in throughout the week. I don't know, guys. I'm like not feeling it, but like definitely feeling just kind of still very grateful for all of you guys today along this journey. You know, where some days I'm not feeling it. You guys definitely are lifting me up here. Definitely been fun. Good to meet a lot of people along the way. Chat. To keep this thing going. Really get a nice community going. You've been sick lately. I do remember you saying that. You're still dealing with that? You know, I guess how long has it been since like your first symptoms? Okay, so we did that. We'll set up for the pull-up thing that we've been doing. I think here. Definitely not exactly what I want today, but we are not going to start slacking just because we PR'd only 5. Gotta put in that work. trying to get strong, and we're trying to get yoked for the summer, of course. Since the Wednesday before last, had X-rays and blood labs. Okay, well, geez. I remember, of course, you know, we had to, what we did, we went through X-ray, you know, class and some stuff like that. Chest X-rays are no fun to try to read. But I see what maybe they're potentially going for by X-raying. Yeah, hopefully everything's okay. Blood labs. Well, I mean, at least the blood labs could, you know, should come back pretty quickly. You'll know if there's something, you know, going on or not. Oh yeah, for sure, like some, you know, antibiotic or something of the sort. Hopefully. Beach body ready. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Well, yeah, it's been a minute since we've really seen the six-pack. Also, if you guys can hear like banging or anything like that, let me know, because then I'll adjust my microphone sensitivity. My dad is working on doing some flooring stuff, so sometimes it might peak. Go ahead to let me know. Yeah, I mean, like, not too bad, obviously, right? It's just like, it's been a while since I've seen the six-pack. Let's be real. No harm in that, though. Kind of was just adhering to the long term of things. Going up weight class and, you know, putting some muscle on. So, a little bit fluffy, you know? Yeah, he's doing some flooring stuff. Actually, yeah, winter fluff for sure. Like, I also just think like we're gonna focus on like proactively getting some maybe not running, but like some honestly just walking. Like I'll just make it nice and simple. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It'll be like some walking, I think. Some dedicated like 20 to 30 minutes. Especially in the summer, I like it and I don't mind it. Like just going on a walk around the neighborhood, get like a good 15 to 20 in. Burning a little bit of calories. Need to start doing like treadmill and whatnot. Listen to a podcast while I'm doing it. Maybe pop in. I need to get back in the hang of popping into some other fitness streams and hanging out. Yeah, subtle cardio. I like that. That's good. You know, I was thinking about saying, not quite running. I was thinking about using cardio, but it's like, come on, man. It's just walking. We're just getting a little bit of, physical activity. That's what we could use. Just some short walks. But I mean, eventually, I think I've mentioned it. I want to get like those adjustable desks and then get like the treadmill that fits underneath them. I would use the heck out of that. Sometimes I just get sick and tired of like sitting in my chair. So, sometime in the near future, you'll probably eventually catch me doing a gaming stream. And I have a full adjustable desk set up, and I'm walking on the treadmill while I'm playing. Yeah, I mean, I guess those aren't bad too, for sure. It's just like those treadmills are so like compact and I think like nice and easy, right, to store or move around. But then again, that's like kind of right the same thing because I'm sitting and I like kind of just don't want to be sitting at my desk. Like I could stand, even that would be an improvement some of the time. But then at that point, if I'm standing, I might as well burn some calories while I'm at it. So. All right, we're gonna load this up a little bit on the last set. How did I do this? All right. We know it's rolling. There we go. Yeah, I think like so my brother got one on Amazon and it actually didn't seem like it was like too bad, right? Because I have seen some of them and they're like outrageous crazy price. The one he got on Amazon wasn't too bad. Okay. What else are we getting in today? I think we're gonna do some lateral raises. I mean, I don't think it was really all that bad to assemble. I'd have to ask my dad, but yeah, I don't think it was like all that bad. Or I think I'd rather do these single. Yeah, he's pretty handy. So maybe, you know, maybe it wouldn't be, I guess, the best comparison. But I mean, like, if I buy one and I can do it, then I think anybody can do it. So we'll see. Yeah, he definitely didn't pass on any of the handyman treats or tricks. .45's back on. I think we are gonna raid somebody once we finish up today, because I saw that they kind of went live a little bit after I started. And I know they have of course raided me in the past. So, you know, some basic things. Yeah. Yeah, my dad was like a car mechanic, and he did, you know, some carpentry type stuff. Now he's like I guess, heavy machinery mechanic, so he's pretty good with stuff like that. Yeah, he's done flooring before. Yeah, for sure. It's like I got my specialty and there's not very many brain cells left for anything else. Yep, I guess that is a good point for sure. Trying to think really if we should get anything else in today. I think, like, honestly, that about covers it. We're gonna try to rest up pretty hard for tomorrow's deadlift session, because we do want to hit a big deadlift session tomorrow. The goal is, of course, another PR. The focus of this block was bench and deadlift. We hit the 365 for bench. Let's see if we can come out on top on deadlift tomorrow. maybe like a 625 double, or if I'm feeling super good, we just go for another corner at max. 650, 660-ish range. That would be pretty cool. So I'll kind of just hang out for a couple minutes. If anybody has any questions, comments, suggestions, last minute, feel free to drop them in the chat. Otherwise, we'll get finished up here in a few. Rest up. Do some gaming. We will do a raid. And we might be back live for some gaming maybe later. Raid. Now I'm hoping this works okay. Because I know. Let's see. I think I had issues doing this one time, but then I've done it another time since then. And it worked out okay. Just need to make sure, get their name perfect here. Since it doesn't really give you a directory. Alrighty, everybody. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for all the support, like I said earlier. It's, I think, been a really good past couple of months. Looking forward to growing even more, chatting with you guys, and like just hitting some more PRs, hanging out. All right, next workout stream will be Tuesday. Pretty sure there's no, restrictions in the way for that, and I will see you then. But we're gonna go ahead and raid somebody here. It should work. We'll go ahead and do that. Oh shoot,